That's a typical limit switch.
Question.
So I have this limit switch wired up on the normally closed. It's either normally open or normally closed. As you can see right here, the switch is normally closed. What they mean by normally closed is in an inert position when nothing's happening, it makes connection. So you can see the lights on. But if you trip it, you can use that as a fail-safe in your system, so you can have a relay. So this pulls in a relay that has contacts on it that you can wire into your circuit. So this controls the relay. This is a fail-safe system because the elevator won't run unless it sees the circuit through these switches. So if one of these switches fail, it thinks it's at the floor and it will stop. So I have a built-in fail-safe.
So if it's below this floor, it would think it's there, so the whole thing wouldn't...
It wouldn't
run. Because you'd be hitting 2, and in its mind it was already at 3, so...
It wouldn't move.
It would say does not compute.
Right. Okay. But my problem is, on this particular elevator, this pretend this is the elevator, and this is a limit switch, and it's fastened to the wall, and my elevator is moving up and down like this. When I come down, or whatever direction I'm going, and I hit the switch. See there? This is going up. You see my mark? See that? That's where the floor stops. If we're going from first floor to second floor, it's going to hit that, and it's going to say, I'm at the floor. And when the relay drops out, it stops the main motor from running. This day now we're on the 3rd floor, and we want to come down. We're coming down, we hit the switch. Now you can see there's almost a 3/4 inch difference between the trip on the down. It's about a 10-degree angle before this switch operates. If I set it, the limit switch when it's going up, it'll stop level with the floor. But if I use the same switch to go down, it'll be in a different spot. So the floor will be up. So I can't use the same limit switch for up and down. So I have to come up with something different.
And then you have to make all that fit within the confines of the space that you have.
Yeah. And rig up some kind of a. It'll probably look like this. What'll happen is the limit switch will be mounted like this with a roller. And this will be at the top. We'll have a switch over here. And then you have your power panel. So when the car goes up, this is the elevator car. And then on the side of the elevator car, we'll have a bracket like this. It'll be curved. And there'll be one on this side. And it'll be curved. So when this car is moving up, it hits this set of limit switches. If it hits either this switch, either this one, or this one, so it's an either or. But you try to set them both so they both trip at the same time. But if either limit switch gets tripped, then the car stops. If the circuit does fail, and let's say that the main controller hangs up for some reason, and it hits these, that's the upper, and that's the safety, and it goes into E-stop, it drops all the power to the panel. Switch there, switch here, switch here, switch here. And then I have one for the first floor, and then I have one for the second floor. However, because of the way these switches work, when I go down from the 3rd floor to the 2nd floor, I have to have another switch here for when it's going down. Same thing with the 1st floor, I have to have another switch. This elevator is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 limits on it. Isn't that cool? Switches to stop in the same position going up and down. That would be the key. And I need to do the same thing here. That's what I've been kind of thinking about in the back of my head, what to do. And once I get this laid out and I figure out what that is in the operation, then I can add those circuits to the print.
This is where the work's at, figuring this out. Because then after you figure this out, it's just running the wires to all the...
Once I make the roadmap, once I know how to go from here to Chicago, it's just build it. Print, building the panel is a big one. Mounting the gearbox and the motor and all that, that's kind of involved. But then setting up all these limit switches with the right trips and everything, it's going to be fun.